Hello, welcome to vlog number 84. And it's going to be a bit different this time because it's bloody chaos here. The reason for that will come towards the end of this vlog. So we got the normal pool background. So yeah, I haven't got the teleprompter on because I haven't got a chance to set it up and I haven't had a chance to write a script, so I'm going to be winging it. Oh dear, right. So, a lot of things have happened since the last one, and mostly good, so yeah. Because I'm turned 60, and that's not a bad thing in my eyes, especially since it marked a turn in my life because things happened which meant I got a little bit of money, and I've been able to sort a few things out. Now, the first thing I got is a new car. Now, it's a lease car and it's not costing as much as it would seem. It's not costing as much as it would seem. I will be quite honest, quite open. It's costing me between 150 and 200 pound a month over, compared to what a real world money and what it was before I turned 60, because I've cleared a few things that I'm not paying out. I don't have to pay out anymore. So it's working out relatively cheap for such a car. It's a Volkswagen ID Buzz electric vehicle, and yes, so it's a lovely drive. I took it for a long. I'll get all the car stuff done first, but I took the car for a long drive as well. That was over the weekend when I went to Arcade Club. I'll come back to that at the end of the vlog. The automation takes a bit of getting used to. I'm as rusty as hell driving, I know that for a fact. But yeah, it fits up nice with Android Auto. I can use Waze as a navigation, which is quite decent actually. No, it really is decent. Yeah, you can tell I'm not using a teleprompter. There's ums all over the place. Normally, when I got the teleprompter, I haven't got ums anywhere. So, oh dear, yeah. For instance, you'll be driving auto. I haven't used a travel assist yet. I've used the speed limiter quite a lot because that's useful, especially in 20-mile-an-hour areas. It's so easy to go over. And I've used adaptive cruise control. Now, I've used it up the motorways, up to Bury and back, and there are times when it's doing 70 mile an hour and all of a sudden it'll say 50 detected and slam. It feels like it's slamming the brakes on. And then you've got to override that, cancel it. You just tap your foot on the brake and the cruise control goes off. And then you just got to drive up to 70 mile an hour. But you've got a little warning then on the heads-up display saying you're doing more than 50, basically. And it's not. It's still 70 mile an hour. It takes a while then to recover because it'll let you do it again. And I think the automation is something I won't be using as often as I normally think I would because of that. Because it, even though it's good, that can make you look like a fool when you're driving. And I'm no fool. Been charging it up with a 3-pin socket, plug through the letterbox, because you can't with the whole thing in there. You can't charge it up with the front door open, with the front door closed. I've had to use an extension cable. Now I do know the risks of using an extension cable for things like this, but I do check it regularly. It's putting 10 amps through. It's the only thing on there, and the cable's not getting warm, so it's safe for now. But I have got a charge point fitted, and I can't use it. Tomorrow, though, I'll be able to use it because it seems that our earth pipe isn't grounded. So we need to get that electrically ground bonded before I can enable the charger. So I just send a photograph of the bonding and the certificate off, and that gets remotely activated. And I can use that again, and I can use that properly then. But yeah, lots to learn, so much to learn. There's been so much to do for the last 3 weeks. So yeah, one of the smaller things was I fixed my knob. And I bought, my arcade spinner. I bought an extra rotary controller for it. So I went back then to the actual schematics for the knob itself, and I noticed something. There was a pad I had to bridge, so it would put 5 volts rather than 3.3 volts through. I did that, and I didn't need to change the rotary encoder. It works with everything. just a simple fix like that. One little blob of solder and that'll fix that knob. Amazing what happens when you read the instructions. Yeah, and other things now. Yeah. I've got 2 new printers. I got a Brother laser printer and a Bambu Labs 3D printer. And yes, I'm aware of the issues with Bambu Labs, but they don't affect me, as I've said before. I find that absolutely marvellous. Printed a load of things. I mean, I got one within reach at the moment. Flexible tentacles. Octopool. I got something else there, but I'm not showing that because I want to send them off. So the 3D printer is marvellous. The Brother printer is marvellous, most things, except it has fun with two-sided. I haven't figured out the two-sided printing on it properly yet. It doesn't seem to follow the instructions that I give it. I'll do a print, tell it to print two-sided, and it won't, or I'll tell it to print one-sided, and it'll print two-sided. So I haven't quite figured that one out yet. I haven't had the time to put into it, but I'm sure I will. I figured out how to get it to print one-sided and not two-sided, but I've had to install the driver through cups. Mad, it's mad. I'll get used to it. So, as I say, it's a lot to learn in a short time. And to be perfectly honest, my head is rather blown. But again, not in a bad way. So yeah, I got a new UPS as well, because the last one's 5 years old and power would go, and so would everything else. He wasn't powering anything up. It did hold enough power for, if I had the computer switched off, it would keep the super hub. So we'd still have internet access in the house. But yeah, so I got a new one. It's a better one now, which will handle the new computer when I do get it. There are delays with the new computer, but I'm in no rush. It's been ordered, and it will be put together, and I'll be told when it's ready. And that's it. It's the graphic card that's taking the time. But yeah, we'll get it. We'll get there. I also got a Bomb Jack arcade PCB. I'm going to finalise that today if I get a chance. But I've tested it. It works perfectly. I connect it up to the Super Gun, except with my mini monitor, it's upside down. No, there's part of the chaos, as we'll come up to shortly. Yeah, and everybody's up, and normally they're in bed when I'm doing my vlogs, but yeah, everybody's up for a particular reason. Nice. And so, yeah, the new UPS is fine, and it says the drivers, the monitor software is only available for Windows. I got it running under Linux. Not under Wine either. It's native Linux. They do support it. They just don't say so in the manual. I went backwards then. I was on about Bomb Jack. That's my distraction, see. As I said, chaos. So, again. I wish I could stop saying But yeah, I got the Super Gun. The Bomb Jack came first, even though it was ordered last. But that only came from a couple of miles down the road from Port Talbot. The Super Gun came from France. I did a few testing just using wires on the board. I got the thing up and running. Couldn't play it because I couldn't get the controller onto it. I didn't have time to wire one up. I could have done, but I didn't have time to wire one up the complex, well, the direct way. But I did a few tests and it did work. I got a Bluetooth adapter then, which will only work with the things in my house. It's the PlayStation 4 controller, and it does work. You can't play Bomb Jack with a D-pad properly. It's really bloody awkward. Now there's a couple of issues, not really much. Mini monitor, as I was saying, it's upside down, so I'm going to have to design and 3D print a stand so I can actually put it with the cables coming off the bottom of the monitor. But I can use a VGA monitor, which will swivel in either direction. I can use that in any of 4 configurations, or I can just, it's 360 swivel, so yeah, and it can go swivel. But when the VGA is plugged in, the HDMI is washed out, so it's not good for capture, which is why I want to get they working with the mini monitor. And you press the coin button, and even though everything is set for 1 coin, 1 button, it gives 2 credits. Oh wait, I'm just all over the place. I'm a complete scatterbrain this week. Of course, we just come back from Bury, which is another thing. But yes, so I've got the controller now, a proper Neo Geo decent controller. I haven't had time to set it up yet, but I've got shelves so I can set it up neatly. I don't know where the hell I'm going to put it afterwards, but we'll come to that. And yeah, we can hopefully get some Bombjack videos or streams coming up shortly on Real Hardware. So, my watch died. My OnePlus watch I bought through Brave Attention Tokens, crypto. It's died. Now, when I bought the watch, I had a OnePlus phone. And I've recently changed to a Google Pixel phone. A few days after that, it was actually when I was setting up Bombjack. I don't know what the hell happened. The watch face went black. It wasn't doing anything. I couldn't do. I know. I've had it before, and I could get it back just by holding the power button for 10 seconds, but nothing this time. I knew it wasn't off charge because it was around 40%, so that wasn't a problem. But it hasn't recovered. So, and I know it's just coincidence, but I am going to joke about it. It's sulking because it's no longer connecting to a OnePlus phone. But yeah, it's again, it's about 6 years old, so it's done well, really. But yeah, now I got a new Pixel watch, and yeah, happy with this. I bought this out of store credit from buying the phones, because I bought myself a phone and my wife a phone for her birthday. Now, she hasn't had her phone yet. I had mine. Oh yeah, I've got my phone here. And yes, I've been getting used to that. It arrived just as I was leaving for Bury. So what I did was I set it up while I was charging the car up in Stafford Services. It did need a charge, and when I got the charger out, it's the USB-C connector, and I didn't have anything on me, or so I thought. And then I realised, my charging dock's got USB-C, so I did manage to charge my watch, otherwise I would have been without it at the weekend. But yeah, getting used to it. There's a lot to do. It's got a Fitbit to go in there, and the first thing it says when I set up the Fitbit, do you want to go Premier? It only costs you 80 quid a year. No, I'll stay with the free, thank you very much. I'm not a fitness fanatic. I do like to monitor my fitness, but I don't set goals or anything like that. No, I don't need that. Strava started doing that with a yearly subscription, and no, I don't want to do yearly subscriptions. If you can't do it monthly, I'm not interested. So, with the new camera, the GoPro 13, that came with a 3 years GoPro subscription. I got to remember to cancel that before that it takes another bloody 50 odd quid out of my card. So yeah, that's got to be done. I hope it. I didn't ask for it. I just got it. So yeah, let's hope I can sort that out before it comes up. And now, and there'll be a few jump cuts here. This is why the chaos is. Jump cut number 1. Okay, here we go. This is the first of 2 reasons. This is Evie. This is Evie, and this is why we got so much chaos around. Now, jump cut number 2. Okay, this is reason number 2. This is Sylvie. Couple of border collie pups. Now my daughter got these. Been arranging it for years. We wanted new dogs for years, because since we lost Buster, and yeah, so we got them. But it's absolute chaos. It's mayhem. I knew it would be. They're not doing any damage, thankfully. But yeah, once they're properly broken in, the carpet's going to need a good clean for sure. Right, I'm going to do the last jump cut now while I pop her back into the room, and we'll talk about the last thing. Okay, hopefully no more interruptions. So, Arcade Club meetup over the weekend, and went to Bury. Nice drive up and back. It was. I tell you what, I've driven up. I've catched the train usually, but even with the charging at the services, it's a lot less stressful driving. Even with an accident coming back, not me. It was on the M4 as usual. Caught in a traffic queue. It still took less time than catching the train. And it was me in control. I wasn't rushing for anything around. I wasn't like this in bloody people all around me. I was on my own in the car, listening to my podcasts. Ended up listening to 80s and 70s music coming back because the podcast ran out. But yeah, it was nice. I did notice something about chargers though. when you've got a dual charger, it shares the current between, it shares the power between the two cars. So I was looking at it and they were saying, oh, you're going to have 50 minutes now for charge up to 80%. And then all of a sudden it says, oh, it's an hour and a half now. I thought, what? I took it up to enough to get me home anyway. It's plugged in charging now because they want to go to Farm Foods today. Not only around the corner, but I'll put some charge in there. Now from tomorrow, of course, I'll be able to plug it in to the 7 kilowatt charge point, which is... So yeah, but it's been a brilliant weekend. Got there Friday, and I met Nick Sherman of Alasoft. Went for a meal at the place just basically falling distance from the hotel. I was in the Travelodge Bury, and it was the... can I remember? The Village Pump or something? Let me just figure out... Let's just get the name of the hotel, the restaurant a second. I do have it here. Yeah, we go. The Paper Mill. The Paper Mill, which is a hungry horse. And it was a lovely meal. I had a steak sizzler. So, basically had a good chat with Nick, mainly about programming and geeky stuff. Didn't sleep much in the night. I never sleep much in hotels. Got up the next day, and looking at the weather, I decided to drive up to Arcade Club. 6 minutes, just one junction off the M60, 56, 66, something like that. My memory's terrible. I'm a scatterbrain. So anyway, yeah, got a nice parking spot there. Brilliant meeting at the Arcade Club. Met loads of people. Some we arranged to meet, some we met off the cuff. Got in our little group, if you like, it was Alan Stewart Mainmeister. There was Wee Bob, Craig Flandu, Nick Alasoft. My memory's going. I got all the faces in my head. Oh, I'm going to go through this a minute again. So yes, this is a totally different type of disorganized mess of a vlog today, but it's fun. It's fun. Right, let's go for this. It's in here. It's in here. It's here. There we go. I got most of them. Russ, Retro Russ. That's who I almost forgot. And we also met up with Charlie Farr, Lister, Johnny Beresford. Had a nice little 2-player game of Bomb Jack with John, and he's good. He's good at Bomb Jack. I think he got 800,000. I had 600,000 on that go. Then Mainmeister actually recorded me playing Bomb Jack, and I got 700,000. Yeah, you might get it. You might get the inkling here that I actually like Bomb Jack. Ended up then about went down to the adult room on the ground floor. Now the adult room is just where no kids are allowed. It's nothing rude or like a couple of pool tables in there. They play pool, but I had to go killer. There's a few other games down there. It was nice. It was a nice, relaxing finish. 7 o'clock then, we went back to the hotel, parked the cars up, and caught a taxi to a place called the Venus Lounge, which is an Indian, where we all had a meal. Shared that. I've never known anything so smooth in all my life with a meal. Brilliant with the people. So that was with Russ, me, Mainmeister, Craig, Bob. Craig, Bob. I'm doing it again. I'm forgetting people. There were 6 of us. Oh my God. Let's get this back together again. Oh, Nick, Alasoft, the first one. I'm a terrible scatterbrain. But yeah, I wasn't expecting much from an Indian restaurant, but I had peri peri chicken and it was absolutely delicious. I could handle that really well. I can't handle curries, but I could handle that really well. Then we went for a pint in another pub, which was fairly nearby. And then we went back to the hotel for a sleep and breakfast in the morning before the return. Looking forward to the next one now. Brilliant weeks. So yeah, and we're just about to wrap up now. So I'll scroll up on this. We'll do the shout outs. So these are the people who commented on many videos in the last 3 weeks, not even old videos. But yeah, on we go. We got John Avery, Jambon Emmental, Colin Thompson, Milthy Swinbuckle, Modworks Music, Roberts Retro Gaming, Watto Snorkers, Moxie, Mark Blaster, Lucas Rainford, R2 the Cat, and Scott Breon. Thank you all for commenting. Thank you for interacting. Always appreciated. Lovely. I don't have a list of things to say about the wars, but that ceasefire in the Middle East is flaky as hell, isn't it? And it's all still up in the air with Ukraine. So yeah, I'm just going to say, let's hopefully get things sorted out in the right direction. I don't always go in, because what's happening in the world is utterly crazy. I mean, the chaos here is fun. The chaos in the world isn't. But there's nothing we can do about it from this location, except offer our verbal support, basically. Yeah, I'm in support of... I don't have a side over in the Middle East, because neither side are white or black. They both... I mean, Israel are trying genocide because they got the muscle. Hamas would do the same thing, but yeah, it's a mess over there. Over in the other side, and even though Ukraine are not the cleanest in this case, it's not their fault. The invaders are the Russians, and they just should get out. And well, it's not going anywhere. Let's put it that way. Despite what somebody is trying to do or says he's trying to do, it's not going anywhere. So I will finish with the Ukraine flag. And for that is the end of this extra long, extra chaotic, extra scatterbrain, lots of ums and ers vlog. So, until the next one, let's hope things settle down here a bit and I can actually keep up with what's going on. And until the next one, take care, have fun. Ta-ra now.